Can you feel it? Now it's coming back. Steal it. If you bridge this gap, you can see it through the curtains of the waterfall. When I lost it, yeah, you held my hand, but I tossed it. Didn't understand you made it as I told you to the waterfall.
I know y'all heard me do the beat to that song, but I love the beat of that song. Oh gosh, you guys are something else out there, huh?
Buddy, he's my buddy.
Especially Jake, he makes me laugh. You go, Jake, you're a man. Anyway. Sorry guys, but anyway, happy Thursday to you guys, February the 13th.
Yes.
Oh, it's almost the end of the work week, and oh yeah, I have some great weekend events for you guys. And one of them I know is somebody's favorite out there. That's tomorrow night, huh? I knew it. Anyway, the weather forecast. All right, let's get rolling. So anyway, the weather forecast for today is going to be 26, in the low 16. But then, did you all see that there was a mixed precipitation outside this morning? Yeah. On the way in, when I was on the way in, it was sitting at 32 degrees. So, for those of you that have anybody that might be traveling on the roads, please let them know to be careful. Because the temperature's going to pretty much be dropping throughout the day as the day goes on, so it's going to really stick to the ground. And, I just want to remind you too, before I continue with the forecast, the National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a flood watch, which will then be extended to a flash flood warning. There will be extended flash flood warning to parts of the tri-state area. Some of the river, or the Ohio River is like 2 feet below flood stage. It's going to be pretty bad. So just, just as a reminder, turn around, don't drown, find another way, don't drive around barricades. And if you see emergency vehicles sit by the floodwaters, they're trying to prevent you from going into the floodwater. So do not try to drive around emergency vehicles or barricades. Anyway, with that being said, tomorrow, it's going to be the high 26 again, and the low 16, but then mostly sunny. And then Saturday, the high is going to be 45,
That ain't bad.
and the low 34,
That ain't bad.
and then partly cloudy. And then Sunday, 47,
That ain't bad.
and then 34 with partly cloudy skies again. But then Monday looks like it's going to be around 50, but then the temperatures creep up beginning part of the week until Tuesday when the next storm system comes through after Winter Storm Mabel. And the temperature's gonna drop throughout the rest of the week after Monday, so enjoy the warmth while it's here, because it's gonna be dropping after Monday, so. And the two events, and you already heard Danielle going, or getting excited for this one, is the Valentine's Day dance down at the Point at the Gardens tomorrow, huh? How many of you's going? Alright, we have a few that are going. Anyway, it's down at the Gardens. It's tomorrow evening from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Regina and Clifford might be there, so, anyway. That's gonna be down at the Gardens tomorrow. And, the next event is the Valentine Stroll, the sweet and savory stroll down at the Findlay Market Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And they're gonna have romantic music and sweet treats to go along with that. And it's gonna be in the heated farm shed. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Great day for that one. And once again, it's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's on Sunday. And I just want to remind you something too, before I let you go too, just be sure that you remain cautious during the flooding event. Like I said at the beginning, just be sure that you don't drive too crazy, or even if the roads are icy. And be sure you get plenty of distance between you and other vehicles. Love you guys.
Number 5, honors at Cumberton at 4 p.m. Come up for number 5. Please, schedule at 7 p.m. They were at St. John's at 6:30 p.m. Come up for several further at 6:30 p.m. Northern Kentucky. Base UIC at 2 p.m. Come up for Northern Kentucky, Kimber State at 7 p.m. High State, Base Purdue at noon. Come up for High State at hour at 7 p.m. Number 12, Kentucky at Miss at 2 p.m. Come up for number 12, Kentucky at LSU at 9 p.m.
Susan Sturgeon, dial 229, please. Susan Sturgeon, dial 229, please.
Becats at ECU at noon. Becats at Base USCF at 7 p.m. The board sports go back in.
Now, ladies, gents, Bella is one, and Reese.
The name Reese. Like Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah. It's actually after a Reese cut. She's black and brown. Reese.
Oh, those are the best kind.
My favorite.
I'm thankful it too.
I like Reese's Cups.
Me too. All of the Reese cups.
You like Reese's Cups, Jake?
So shall we get on with the questions?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. Question number 1 is, what do you do for a living?
So I work at City Bank over in Florence, Kentucky. So it is a bank. But what I do is actually not the banking side of it. I actually work in our public affairs. And so I get to work with all of our partners that are in the community, like Redwood, and get to help organize different events, communicate different opportunities to our employees. But I also work in communication. So myself and one of the people on my team, we get to communicate and plan events for all of our employees. And we have 2,400 employees at our site. Yeah.
How many are women?
Now on with the next question. What is City? What does it do?
So City is a bank, but we are not, like our building is not what you would normally think of a bank, right? So when you go to a bank, you drive up to a window, you might talk to a teller or go to the ATM. Our bank actually handles all of our customer interactions over the phone. So we're a call center bank. And a lot of our customers that we are working with either have credit cards, they could have checking accounts and savings accounts, but we're not dealing with the customers face to face, we're dealing with them over the phone.
Very nice. I wish I could do something like that, because when I was a little girl, I would have like a thing that does math. I don't know what it's called, but I was too polluted to be a polluted to be a bank teller and just type like this.
Was it a calculator?
No, it was something to do with math.
Oh, okay.
Like touch and would tell me something like that. Okay, now question number 3 is, how long have you worked here? There.
Does anybody have any guesses how long you think I've worked at City?
About 4.
4 years? Anybody else? Yes. Who said 15?
That was Philip.
Philip, how did you know that was right. Cindy, and I've actually been with City it'll be 15 years in July.
Okay.
You're fine.
I said 5.
Question number 4 is, what are some of your responsibilities?
At work, some of my responsibilities, I talked a little bit about it, but I handle the strategy for all of our community partnerships. So anybody that we volunteer and do projects with, any of the money that we give to the community, I work alongside our leadership team. And so Redwood is one of those partners. And then, as I mentioned before, we also have an internal communication strategy that we communicate to all 2,400 employees through email, through different site events, town halls. So it's communication and public affairs. It's a fun job. I love my job.
Let me ask you this. Do you take breaks?
Do I take breaks? I do. I think it's important to be productive, for you to take breaks every now and then. You have to eat, right? How many of you like to eat? I like to eat. So yeah, so I take lunch breaks to eat all my Reese cups. So I eat other food, but yes, I do take breaks.
And let me ask you something else. What you hire a handicapped student, like someone that is handicapped, what you like give them a job at your bank?
Yeah, so city, not just in Florence, but globally, we are committed to diversity and inclusion, whether that includes, disabilities or whatever, but we do. We have, we certainly have folks that have different diversity. We call it enabling diverse abilities, right? We don't call it disabilities at city, but we do. We have folks that utilize our services that have ADA accommodations and different things, whether they're vision impaired, maybe they're in a wheelchair. But yeah,
Okay.
we do.
Now, let me ask you another question. How many hours do you work?
That's kind of a tricky question, okay? So, and the reason I say that is because I'm probably at the office or at events like this 40 hours a week, but I also have an app on my phone where I check email all the time. If you ask my husband, he said I'm always on my phone. Yeah, sometimes it's other things besides work, but I'm always accessible because of my role. So usually about 40 hours a week.
Okay, great. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, on to question number 5. City recently made a donation to Redwood. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so the donation that we made for 2020 was actually something that we partnered with our employee network called Enabling Diverse Abilities. So the site gave all of our networks $5,000 to give to an organization of their choice, and Redwood was selected. In the years past that we contributed, the money went towards the science technology camp for different instruments and resources. I think we're still negotiating and talking through what the $5,000 this year would look like, but City has been a partner and believes in Redwood mission and organization for years, and so I'm happy that we get to partner with you guys again in 2020. We love to donate to you.
That's really cool. I wish all of the banks donated to us.
I wish they did too.
And question number 6. How did you get involved with Redwood?
So I got involved with Redwood, actually it was a while ago. So I used to go to Beechwood when I was little, and I would play soccer. here over off Orphanage. And so the annual festival or carnival that you guys do every year, I would attend that. And so I was familiar with Redwood, having grown up in Port Mitchell, but then when I got involved with the Chamber, it's called the Chamber in Northern Kentucky, and I went through a leadership program, I re-engaged with Redwood and started volunteering and got city involved with Redwood. So it's kind of been something that I've always known about, even as a young girl, but have been able to give more by way of city as an adult. So I've always loved Redwood.
I'll tell you something. I always love doing these toy shows.
Yeah,
I
you're
always,
really good at it too.
and I always look forward to it. Thank you. And until for Stefan, what are some of the things you do for Redwood?
So I'm currently on the board of overseers, but really my main responsibility is working with folks like Beth. Does anybody know Beth? Or Carol? Or Bruce?
Yeah. I've seen her in the green room.
Yes.
And I know Carol Salon and my behavior specialist, Taylor Hughes. She helps me out with my problems and whatnot.
Yeah, so those three folks, I work with them a lot in terms of grants. So the money that city donates to Redwood, that's the biggest chunk of my commitment to Redwood. Thank you for being grateful.
Yes, thank you so much. Question number 8 says, can you tell us a little bit about your family?
So I told you I have a husband. We have 2 girls, 2 girl dogs. So he's a house full of girls besides him. But besides that, besides my immediate household family, I have 3 sisters. I'm the youngest of 4.
Wow.
Are you? That's cool. So
28 going on 29. There's Angie, Mandy, Jackie.
that's awesome. So I have an Angie and my sisters. I have Jennifer, Angie, Mindy, and Nikki. So I have 4 sisters. And most of my family lives in this area. I do have some that lives in Columbus, some that lives in Florida. But most of us are from and live in this area. Yeah. What else do you need to know about my family?
Let me ask you this. Where do you live?
Where do I live?
Yes.
I live in a city called Union, Kentucky in Boone County.
Union, that's where my grandma Debbie lives too.
Yeah.
That's where my grandmother left way before she passed away.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. My grandma lives in Union too, down the street from me. My grandma Foxy.
I like that
Her last name is Fox, so we call her Grandma Fox.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh my God.
question number 9 is
He's up.
what hobbies do you have? How do you like to relax when you aren't working?
So what I like to do to relax are some of my hobbies. I do like to go to the gym. I know it might sound crazy to some, but it's a stress reliever for me. Yep, so I like to work out. I do like to be lazy though too, so I like to binge Netflix and Hulu, watch movies, and I like to try new food. So sometimes my husband and I will go to new restaurants and different things, but my favorite thing to do in my spare time is to volunteer. Whether it's here locally or sometimes I'll go to another country to go volunteer, but I love to give back and help people.
I like to watch movies too.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and like on the weekends especially.
What's your favorite movie, Liam?
Happy Gilmore, although I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
That's a good one. It's funny.
I like it when a person says to Happy Gilmore, he talks bad to Happy Gilmore once he dies. But it's too bad I cannot say it on the air.
Right.
No question, number 10 says, do you like to travel when is your favorite place to go?
So I do like to travel. For my honeymoon, my husband and I went to Nicaragua, which is another country. It's really hot there, but we were volunteering. It wasn't relaxing. But it was still fun. But I like to go to other countries, try new foods and different things.
Number 11 says that Westwood Express is coming up on March 6th.
That's my birthday, like, honey. It's coming up soon.
So I did get an invite for March 6th, but my friends and I are doing a mother-daughter weekend that weekend, and it's my stepdad's birthday, so I unfortunately won't be there, but I hope you guys have so much fun, and I hope that I get to come next year.
Hey, well, tell your stepdad we said happy birthday early.
Why don't you guys tell him?
Happy
His name's Kent.
Happy birthday, Ken! We got your stepdaughter on the show! So, let me ask how old will he be?
He's going to be 29.
61.
Yeah.
Going on the 71.
Joke with him, he's getting old, huh?
Yes. Well, my dad died at the age 62. So, sometimes we have fun today. We were not saying Niki, Lunsford, for being here. Thank you so much, Niki. We were not saying, what's our jokes for doing